and they're just ready to be subbed out. They got another group on the sideline ready to come in. So tempo plays a big deal because if you get a guy while he's tired, you can just run right by him. So it plays a pretty big deal.
Okay. What's practice been like, and what are some of the things y'all been working on?
Practice has been good. I feel like we've been working on just chipping on the DNs to try to slow them down because they had Vic Beasley last year and he kind of created some problems for us. So I feel like just chipping and just trying to slow them guys down, and we get in the secondary, just breaking tackle.
This is basically, for all intents and purposes, the same group as last year.
Yeah.
What's the difference between last year when it's it's a 6-win team, this year and it's undefeated in the league and playing for a championship? What's the difference?
I feel like this year more people bought into the system. I feel like we see what can happen when we actually listen to the coaches and work on our assignments and actually watch film. We see how good it can happen, like just winning games and things like that. So guys just bought in and just are making it happen.
I asked Coach Porter about a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, about you specifically, about how your role was so different this year than a year ago, and that where you had sort of found a comfort zone around the Wake Forest game.
Yeah.
And you were only getting a couple of touches a game, but they were very productive. You would get a couple of receptions. And he said that you had fully bought in.
Yeah.
And that maybe it was tough for you for a while, maybe in September. You weren't getting the touches you did a year ago. But once you fully bought in and understood exactly what your role was, he knew you were going to do what you've been doing since then. How tough was it to get to the point where you had to buy in, understood your role was very different, more minimized in that sense, to where you can have been able to excel as you have?
It was kind of hard, but at this point, I feel like when I'm out there, just got to make the most out of my plays. That's if I get 5-6 carries, just try to run them as hard as I can. And I feel like that's actually made me better because I know I'm only getting so many carries, so I might as well just go out there and just give them all. So it's just it's made me better, I feel like.
And each week, you were getting 10, 12, 13-yard runs. I always chart the double-digit runs that you guys have. In the last 3 weeks, you had them. And, of course, culminating with those first 2 runs on Saturday. Did you sense that you were getting close to the point where what you were a year ago on your high is kind of where you were now? You had arrived at that point again?
I feel like I'm back. I feel like we have things like workload and practice, and I've had the highest workload like 2 weeks straight. I feel like that's transitioned over to the field, just them putting me in different positions like A or slot or things like that, and I feel like it's kind of helping me get my legs going and just getting a lot of reps, I guess.
The 2 TD runs in the first quarter the other day, they looked like almost identical plays, but I think one went off right guard, one went off left guard. Is that were they the same play? It
was kind of the same play, but I just seen something different on the second one. I've seen the DN kind of come down. I thought if I just get the edge, I'm gonna just run, and he came down. I just bounced it outside, and it just went.
Your teammates were pretty excited that you had those runs and that you got a chance to hit 100 yards and be a huge part of that win.
Definitely. I feel like they're the reason I do it. They've been telling me I'm gonna have a big game, and it finally happened. So I'm just gonna try to finish Clemson and just go on to the next game.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.